If you've ever wondered what the Lawrence brothers from the Disney Channel are up to now, this is your answer. Now before we start off, as always, I just want to take a quick second to remind you guys to make sure you hit that like button if you liked today's video, and if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well for more new movie-related content weekly. But without further ado, let's jump into today's film. Money Plane was directed by Andrew Lawrence and stars Adam Copeland, aka professional wrestler Edge, as a man hired to pull a heist on a casino in the sky. The film also features Denise Richards, Kelsey Grammer, and Thomas Jane. On paper, this is a pretty awesome idea, which is why I was so excited to check out the film in the first place. Unfortunately, its execution isn't really good. First and foremost, a lot of the characters, a lot of the occupants on board the plane are the world's most ruthless people, okay? Some of these people are even on most wanted lists, and they're supposed to be evil. Yet, a lot of the activities and games that they're playing are far from it, with the exception of one game of Russian roulette, I would say. Everything else is just like betting on other people doing evil things on the ground at that, which kind of makes no sense because the whole idea of the Money Plane, it's explained several times, is that they're able to do evil things above international water so that they're able to get away with it, but none of them are doing anything evil. So kind of defeats the purpose of the whole Money Plane in the first place. I don't know. It's a very odd and just underwhelming mess. Now, I'm not a huge fan of professional wrestling, and this is honestly the first time I've seen Edge in anything, but he was a very likable character. My only problem with him, though, was that he didn't really have too much to do, oddly enough. His role in the heist is to just hijack the plane, and after he does, he spends the rest of the film just in the cockpit, sitting there, doing nothing. Yes, the lead character of this film spends the vast majority of it on the back burner, which to me didn't make any sense. And throughout the film I kept on wondering, why couldn't they just swap him out with a different squad member when they were writing the script? It makes no sense to me why he does so little, especially when he has the physical presence, the biggest physical presence on his team, and like I said before, the likability. But speaking of his squad, I did like the actors who were members of his team, including Andrew Lawrence, who we'll talk more about in a second. But easily the best character that's a member of his team is Thomas Jane. Absolute highlight of the film. It feels like he's acting in the movie that this movie should have been. He's so good here, and honestly, I wish that he would just fire his agent already because he only ever ends up confined to films like this. Now, it was a pleasure to see the Lawrence brothers back together again after all these years, because I used to be a huge fan of all the stuff that they used to do on the Disney Channel, and I had always wondered what happened to them, so this was kind of like a cool affirmation that they're kind of doing okay-ish now. However, all their roles are essentially just glorified cameos. With Andrew, it's understandable because he is the director, so obviously we're going to see him a lot less in front of the camera because he has so much more to do behind the camera. But as for Matthew and Joey, I really expected more, especially with Joey, because he's introduced as kind of an antagonist, a major antagonist, and there's a lot of odd build-up with his character that never really goes anywhere. But I guess you could say that for the entire film. There's a lot of stuff that just builds up to nothing. Even with our actual antagonists, the time we spend with them and a lot of the stuff that they do over the course of the film leads you to believe that something big is going to go down at the end, but it ends up just being a very unsatisfying final face-off. Kelsey Grammer is the film's biggest baddie, and while he seems to be having a lot of fun in the role, like Adam Copeland, there's not a lot for him to do either. I feel like a lot of this film is just characters waiting around, so much so that at one point I started to feel like I was waiting around. And by the time the heist actually does happen, it's so quick that it kind of feels unbelievable, which I suppose is another word I could probably use to describe this film. Now, I do get that most heists probably shouldn't take too long. You're supposed to be in and out of wherever you're at with whatever you're trying to steal. Not like I'm a pro or anything like that, but here, it almost feels too easy. If I'm being honest, a lot of the stuff that happens in this film just doesn't seem realistic. At one point, a character rips off both of some guy's ears at the same time. It's kind of a shame because it's very evident that Lawrence understands all the factors that go into making a heist film, But between the almost too many characters and the total lack of action, it's equally evident that he can't seem to balance all those factors to create something fresh and exciting. Now, if you come into this film expecting something like Reservoir Dogs or Ocean's 11, I'd adjust your expectations accordingly. Even with one of the coolest premises for a heist film that I've heard in recent years, Money Plane just can't seem to take flight. And for that, I'm going to give it 2 stars.
That's insane.
Yeah. Heck, might even be a good time.
Guys, thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to view this video. It really does mean the world to me. And once again, if you like this video, please make sure to hit that like button. And if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well for more new movie-related content weekly. Now, if you happen to see this movie, if you loved it, if you hated it, let me know what you thought about it down below in the comment section. Also, can you let me know if I'm the only one who remembers the Lawrence brothers? For some reason, I feel like I am, but just let me know, guys. Do you remember anything that they used to do on the Disney Channel? I do. I just need to know that I'm not the only one. In all seriousness, though, guys, thanks so much. Once again, that is all the time that I have for you guys today. I do have some more stuff coming out. I even have a cool collab. It won't be on this channel, though, but when it is posted, I'll post it on my social media. If you're not following me, the links are down below in the description. But until then, I should probably get back to work, right? Until next time, I'm Dempsey Pallad. Take care.